Something big is happening to America's energy system, but most people barely notice it. Across the country, power plants are shutting down, solar farms are appearing in deserts, wind turbines are rising in farmland, and giant battery factories are being built. This isn't random. It's part of a massive shift quietly reshaping how America produces electricity. And the real question is, what does this transformation mean for the future of power in the United States? For over a century, America's electricity came mostly from coal, oil, and natural gas. Huge power plants burned fossil fuels to generate the electricity that powered cities, factories, and homes. This system built modern America. But today, that system is starting to change. Not overnight, not dramatically, but steadily and quietly. Over the last decade, something surprising started happening. Renewable energy, especially solar and wind, became dramatically cheaper. In many places, generating electricity from the sun or wind now costs less than building new fossil fuel plants. And that simple economic shift is starting to change everything. Because of that price drop, power companies across America started investing billions into renewable energy projects. Texas, California, Arizona, and the Midwest are seeing massive growth in solar and wind farms. Some regions now generate a significant share of their electricity from renewables. But here's where the story gets more complicated. Solar panels only produce electricity when the sun shines. Wind turbines only spin when the wind blows. Electricity demand, however, happens every second of every day. So how does a country run on energy sources that aren't always available? The answer may lie in one of the fastest growing technologies in the energy world: battery storage. Massive battery facilities are now being built to store excess electricity generated during the day and release it when power demand rises at night.
And that's not the only change happening. America's electric grid itself, the vast network of transmission lines connecting power plants to cities, is being modernized. Because the grid built decades ago was never designed for thousands of renewable energy sources spread across the country, building new transmission lines allows electricity generated in windy regions or sunny deserts to travel hundreds or even thousands of miles to major cities. In other words, energy can now move across the country more efficiently than ever before. But the transition isn't simple. Some coal plants are closing faster than new systems are being built. That raises a critical question. Can America maintain a stable power supply while transforming its entire energy system? Reliability is the key challenge. Extreme weather, heat waves, and rising electricity demand are putting pressure on the grid. At the same time, the system is evolving faster than at any point in the last century. Yet the shift continues accelerating. New solar capacity is being added across the United States at record levels. Entire regions are transforming their energy mix faster than experts predicted even 10 years ago. Wind power is also expanding, especially across America's central states. Some areas now generate enough wind energy to power millions of homes. But there's another piece of the puzzle: electric vehicles. As millions of Americans switch to electric cars, electricity demand could rise significantly. That means the grid of the future must power not only homes, but transportation too.
At the same time, energy independence has become a major focus. Producing electricity domestically through renewables reduces reliance on imported fuels and can strengthen national energy security. All of this leads to one fascinating possibility. The United States could eventually operate one of the most diverse energy systems in the world, combining solar, wind, natural gas, nuclear power, and advanced batteries. Instead of relying on a single fuel source, the future grid may depend on a balanced mix of technologies working together to keep electricity flowing. But perhaps the most surprising part of this story is how quietly it's happening. There's no dramatic switch being flipped, no single moment when everything changes. Instead, the transformation is unfolding piece by piece across thousands of projects nationwide. Every new solar farm, wind turbine, battery facility, and transmission line becomes another building block of the future energy system. So the real story isn't just about renewable energy. It's about a massive infrastructure transformation that could redefine how America powers its economy for the next century. The shift is already underway. The power system that built the last 100 years of American growth is evolving into something new. And understanding that change helps us understand the future of energy itself. If you enjoy understanding the world clearly, subscribe. You belong here.